going on, everybody? Welcome to my wrestling review video. As you can see, got the title in hand, red t-shirt on. Must mean only one thing. It's Monday Night Raw time, baby. So I got my notes here real quick so I can go over that. Pretty sure they did some like recapping and earlier in the day stuff, but they started off with Drew McIntyre, who called, came out and did a promo calling Seth Rollins a junkie, saying that he's a junkie for attention, that he's a junkie for the spotlight, and that he's neglecting his duty as a World Heavyweight Champion because he's not focusing on Monday Night Raw, the World Heavyweight Championship, or his match with him at WrestleMania. That he had to go and accept The Rock's challenge. Now, it said that instead of accepting The Rock's challenge, he should have been trying to work with him to protect Raw and the World Heavyweight Championship from them. Drew did kind of, he had a point about Seth's focus being split. But, then he goes on to call out Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins will come out and basically said that all the list of things that he needs to be worried about. He got, the bloodline, Rock, the bloodline, his back, his blown out knee. He said, you're just that low on the list, but you almost got my full attention because with that Claymore kick from last week. So do it again. You do it again. I get on my knees for you to do it. That's right, because you're a coward. I'll turn my back. And then he proceeded to tell Drew that he thought that CM Punk was the biggest hypocrite he knew until he met Drew McIntyre. And now he is accusing Drew McIntyre of basically being a bigger hypocrite than even CM Punk, saying that you keep saying you don't want the bloodline to interfere with with the match. You don't want them tainting your victory if you do win. But yet I believe you do want them to interfere. I think you do want them to get involved with the match and interfere, because I believe you will take that opportunity to win. But Seth did basically everything in his power to go Drew into attacking him. But Drew said he would not do it because he's gonna wait. He wants him 100% at WrestleMania. It needs to happen at WrestleMania. But then Seth tried one more time to go Drew to attack him. And Drew almost took the bait, but then I think at this point he had left out the ring. Because he told Seth that he told Seth, I know what you're trying to do. I'm not gonna bait. I'm not gonna take the bait because I do want to fight you, but it needs to happen at WrestleMania. And I don't want you to get injured. And I want no reason for you not to be able to show up. He did, but then when he was outside the ring, Seth tried to go him one more time, and he would go back, but then he would bite his tongue, bite the anger, and just walk back into the back frustrated. And then I should say throughout the whole night, because they started with this, they started right after this. Throughout the whole night, most of the participants in the gauntlet match, except for Sami Zayn, would have like these vignettes, and the first one to play would be Chad Gable's. Right after this promo before the start of Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan. And this, A-OK, Seth Kiss. This was a good match because not only did Becky look good in this match, Liv Morgan looked good in this match. Like, instead of the usual, she hit the manhandle slam and that's it. She hit the manhandle slam and Liv rolled out of the ring. And the same thing with Liv. When she hit her finisher on Becky, Becky rolled out of the ring. So I'm liking that little by little they're trying to actually build Liv Morgan up to being a legit contender. I like that. she's starting to have ring awareness like a true champion. You know, they starting to do all these things to make her seem like she's this real champion. So it makes me hype for what they got to go, what they'll do with her after the Mania season when stories are finished and the things we set and we start whole new chapters and all this type of stuff. But the match was good. Yeah, the match was fire. The crowd got into it. You know, we got some holy chants. You know, we got all that. But Becky would win with a second manhandle slam later on in the match to be the victor of this. I think this happened later. But yeah, Becky, she showed nods of approval. The one I was about to talk about something, I forgot that happened later on in the night. But she did nod an approval to Liv Morgan, who did kind of take her to the limit. We then got Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce next, who will do an announcement, and that announcement will be what's to come with the tag team titles especially at WrestleMania. I guess maybe they're gonna save the splitting of the titles for after WrestleMania, hopefully. But this announcement was not that they're splitting the titles. This is actually an announcement of a match, like I said earlier, for WrestleMania, and it's going to be a 6-pack challenge ladder match where we already know the first team that's going to be in is obviously the tag team champions Judgment Day of Finn Balor and Damian Priest. They will be going up against 5 other teams in this ladder match, but the other teams have to qualify, and we're going to get the team. I think starting next Monday, we're going to have qualifier matches for 3 different teams. I know Miz and True, the Creed brothers, New Day, will be participating in these matches next week against DIY, and it's going to be some more people. I can't remember a couple. It was a couple, another Indie Share. But yeah, I just don't like. I just want them to split the title so we can have a tag teams on Raw and the tag team championships on Raw and SmackDown. And it's kind of frustrating that it's kind of frustrating that we didn't get that announcement, but it was actually amazing that we got the 6-pack challenge, because that's actually going to be a fun match. We get the second match, which is an interesting one, story-wise anyway. We get Maxine Dupree and Ivy Niles versus Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. And this match was okay. It was barely a match. The thing that was here, the most important thing that was here that saved it, because this was really barely a match, but it was more so to tell a story. And for one, they actually used what happened with Maxine Dupree a week or 2 ago when she was the talk of the town because of what was happening to her at a house show. They used that in this storyline here, where at one point in the match, Maxine basically was about to go she actually came out. When she actually did do some wrestling moves, she looked good. I said, okay, she's actually learning. She looks good. She was getting ready to do the worm like Otis do, but for some reason she keep turning around, and as she was getting ready to do the elbow drop, she would get stopped by Candice LeRae, who says no. Who tells her no, you're not doing that to her, and then she just starts berating Maxine Dupree, saying that the internet is right to boo her, that those people at the households are right to boo you. They boo you because you don't belong here. You can't wrestle. And then she even said that I'm glad that your dead brother is not here to see this. I'm like, oh. So they going for it. They just fully turned Candice LeRae heel. And Candice LeRae was pretty good. That was like some of her best work in NXT when she was a full-blown heel. So she's okay. All right, you got my attention with this one. And this distraction will allow Indy unbeknownstly, she didn't know what was going on. and she big booted Maxine Dupree for the win. Cause I think Maxine was so fed up and done with it. I thought she was gonna get angry and attack, but like she was just so hurt by Candice's words that she was just gonna leave the match in the ring. But she turned around and got big booted. But then Indy was confused because she was like, why? Because she was trying to figure out why did it look like Maxine was about to leave the ring, and pinned her 1, 2, 3. But now the story goes, what is Indy going to do when she realized that her partner has turned over a new leaf? Her frustrations and whatnot has caused her to go back into her old ways. Is this the same for Johnny Gargano? Cody Rhodes. Then Judgment Day. I forgot I was about to say Cody Rhodes. Judgment Day would do a promo angry about backstage promo, angry about Adam Pearce's announcement that they was going to go talk to Adam Pearce. But yeah, we get the Cody Rhodes promo, which is an emotional promo where Michael Cole just interviewed him in the ring about this tag team match, or the importance of him winning at WrestleMania. And he said he has to win at WrestleMania, not only for himself, but for his fans, his family, his friends, and that maybe he can't give, if he win, he can't give the title to his dad to finally say that Rose is champion, but he can give it to his wife or his mother. And Michael Cole can finally say that Cody Rhodes completed the story at WrestleMania. Because he said he has to complete the story at this year's WrestleMania, because this is it. There is no more there is no second chance. There is no more chances after this. There is only this year's WrestleMania. We'll get Ricochet and JD McDonough, who will do their little vignettes for the Gauntlet match. Basically, all the vignettes are just them talking about why they're going to win and go to WrestleMania, and why they're going to beat Gunther. And then we got Nia backstage. Well, technically it was Becky Lynch, and you see Liv Morgan backstage just sulking a little bit, angry that she lost. But then Becky Lynch would come into the picture, and Liv and Becky would stare each other down. Did I say Becky was sulking? Liv was sulking backstage, and Becky would come into the picture, and then they would stare each other down, and then Nia Jax would attack and destroy them. So she's not finished with Becky. She's not finished with Becky yet. More on that in a minute, because Becky did have a response to this attack. But we did get the third match, which is the Kabuki Warriors versus Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. And this match was actually pretty good. Pretty good. And if you think about it, this was the women dominated pretty much the first half of this show. This was pretty much, other than Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins at the beginning of the show, that's been all the women. The first match, the second match, the third match, all been women matches. We literally only had 2 men matches the whole night. The majority of the card was women matches, where it was only 2 men matches. So I'm like, that's kind of progressive. Okay. We damn near got an all-women's night. But yeah, we got the Kabuki Warriors versus Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark, for the women's tag team championships. And this was pretty good. I have actually nothing bad to say about this. I actually kind of enjoyed it. I like how they played up about the drama about Bayley, and how Bayley didn't deserve what happened, that she would take on Dakota Kai. But yeah, the Kabuki Warriors and Shayna Baszler did their thing. They actually had time to cook here. Pretty solid, good match. Didn't find nothing wrong with it, other than the fact that the Kabuki Warriors are the champions. That's about it. I think they should have kept the titles on Kaden Carter, Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. Yeah, I felt like they should have kept the titles on them. But other than that, this match was pretty cool. The Kabuki Warriors ended up getting the victory, but nobody looked it bad. Nothing else to say. Oh, there was another Judgment Day promo where everybody sans Dominic Mysterio because he's out enjoying his honeymoon. Congratulations to Dominic Mysterio. But Andrade will come in because they wanted to see him and tell him that they're interested in talking with him further about a potential thing with each other. But they wanted to wait till Dominic Mysterio get back. But they wanted to let him know that they actually got their eyes on him and actually want to see if they could talk business. And he said Andrade said, of course, because I'm all about business. And Finn Balor even vouched for Dominic Mysterio, saying that he known Andrade for a long time, and Dominic is right about Andrade. He could bring a lot to the table. Let's see. Oh, they also, I forgot too, because it actually goes into what the next match is. They found out that the reason why they had to defend their titles in this 6-pack challenge ladder match at WrestleMania, because it was an idea that came up from R-Truth and The Miz. And R-Truth, Damian Priest won the match between himself and Finn Balor against R-Truth and The Miz, but they was told The Miz and R-Truth was not there. But R-Truth ended up being there because he didn't realize today was Monday and that he was supposed to be doing press for WrestleMania and the 6-pack challenge. But since he was there, Damian Priest said, well, make the match just a singles match between me and R-Truth, which goes into this next match. And then Bronson Reed, but before it started, Bronson Reed and Shinsuke Nakamura also cut their vignettes. But yeah, then we got the Damian Priest versus R-Truth match next, which is the 4th match of the night. Pretty good match, actually. Like I said, nothing was really bad on this card. If you get, because we only got one more match left, and nothing was bad about this card. Nothing was really bad. I enjoyed everything. This match was good for a multitude of reasons because R-Truth actually got the time to shine, and he didn't get too dominated by Damian Priest. It was fairly 50-50 in this entire match, but solid good match. But Damian Priest would get the victory here with a South of Heaven chokeslam after the distraction from Finn Balor, and which would actually almost get, if it wasn't for that distraction, I think R-Truth would have won. Then Becky Lynch would cut a promo responding to Nia Jax. I almost forgot. After the match with Liv and Becky, because what I was about to say about Becky is a response to what happened after her match, after the big opening match. Rhea came out and basically told Becky that the only reason why she's taking on all these matches and doing everything she's doing close to WrestleMania is because she knows deep down that she's not better than Rhea, and that she's trying to do all this to psych herself up into thinking that she's better. And Becky would tell Rhea that when people believe in her that she's good, but when people doubt her that she's great, so keep doubting her all you want, and that she's going to be great and walk out as champion at WrestleMania. So this is what happened after this Damian Priest match, was a response to that, where she looked at the camera in the trainer's locker room and being tended to after Nia's attack, and says that maybe you're right, maybe I shouldn't be taking all these matches close to WrestleMania so I can walk into WrestleMania 100%, Rhea, but I have to do this, I have to finish this. So Nia, me and you next week in the last man, I think she said in the last man standing match, or a hardcore match, whatever. I think it was a last man standing match. I think she said last man standing match. I think they basically gonna fight out in the last man standing match. Last man standing match. I just realized I said it so many times. Jey Uso will come out and cut a promo, which is just basically him challenging Jimmy Uso to a match at WrestleMania. Nothing. Pretty much that was it. Like he did his usual Jey Uso's Now in Your City, and then challenged Jimmy to a match at WrestleMania. Gunther will also do a promo talking about the Gauntlet match, that no matter who wins, they would basically fail to beat him at WrestleMania. and that basically downplay any and everybody in the match, and therefore we get the main event, which is the gauntlet match. Ricochet started out. Ricochet and JD McDonough started out the match first. Ricochet would get the first elimination, of course, eliminating JD McDonough. Bronson Reed would come out and eliminate Ricochet first. Ricochet after that. Bronson Reed would then get eliminated by Sami Zayn, who came out after Ricochet got eliminated. And then Shinsuke Nakamura, due to Bronson Reed attacking Sami Zayn afterwards, would come out after Bronson Reed get eliminated by Sami Zayn, but Bronson Reed would attack, leaving Sami wounded and hurt in the ring. And Shinsuke tried to take advantage of it, but Shinsuke and Sami end up having a pretty decent, good match. But then Sami would eliminate Shinsuke Nakamura, and it comes down to Chad Gable and Sami Zayn. And the match was this portion of the match was awesome, and it was good. It was fire, and I enjoyed it. I just didn't like the ending, who they chose, and after a great bout between the two, Sami Zayn will pull out the Ridley, not with a Haluna kick, but with a roll up, and I just like, they went with Sami Zayn winning and facing Gunther at WrestleMania. I mean, I get it from a business standpoint, but from a story standpoint, I would have chose Chad Gable, but they didn't, and that's it. The Chad Gable looked dejected and whatnot, but yeah, that's it. This episode of Monday Night Raw was pretty good, pretty solid. Some solid, decent wrestling, some solid love to the women's division. I would give this I'll switch it up and give this a 7.5 out of 10. Big ups, because this was actually a solid, decent, good show. But you let me know in the comments down below what you thought, and if you enjoy my review, you know what to do. You hit this button right here for all of my WWE reviews. And if you enjoy the review video so much and want to support the channel, all you gotta do is hit those buttons. And as always, hit you on these videos for more of my amazing content. Also, get over to Wrestling Pit Podcast, where we're going to be doing an even deeper dive into Monday Night Raw, and subscribing to that channel, social love to that channel, social love to this channel as well. And peace out. See you in the next one.